Evening, everybody, and welcome to the campus of Viera High School right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Countdown, Caleb Brown coming to you live again from the beautiful campus of Viera High School. By my side, the man who will bring you all the play-by-play action tonight, BSN's rising star, Jackson ROBB. Jackson, welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you. It's great to be here as always. First game I'm catching of the Viera Hawks so far. I've seen Satellite once. That was last week. So it's going to be a big matchup.
Really should. For Satellite, let's go ahead and state it. They are undefeated right now with the best start in about 20 years of the program. I think if prior to coming into the season, if you would have told the Satellite coaches or the community, for that matter, that their basketball team would come in 7-0 and have the best start in 20 years, some of them might have looked at you and offered you a ride home.
Yeah, I've lived in Satellite all my life. All around the community, when Satellite was winning games in any sport, it was a good day. Football, and you saw the football team, Satellite's sports community right now is growing so rapidly. And it's just great to see them. They are 7-0, and they look great. When I did see them that one game against West Shore, they ran the clock on them. When they win, they win. And this team has looked really solid, and more than just undefeated, they have cruised so far this season.
So we'll go ahead and get excited here. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, play a couple of our sponsor commercials. And when we come back, we will have tip-off right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
This is homeowner Harry. He's a family man, and today he's examining his utility bills. He's wondering why his utility costs, especially the cost of energy, is so high. He wishes there was an alternative that could cost him lower than his present bills. Luckily for him, there is. Here's Dan from Sunshine.
By a member of the Viera Hawk cheerleading squad. That student athlete showing not only is she talented enough to be on the cheer squad, but she can also sing magnificent well. A great rendition of the national anthem. And, speaking of Viera, coming in is head coach Logan Keith and the Viera Hawks coming in at 3-2, and I had a chance to talk to some here on the Viera campus, and they said the team's starting out a little slower than they are usually. They are usually a second-half team, so. But Coach Logan Keith really likes the direction this team is starting to head in.
First of all, they have played less games than Scorps. Scorps with 7, the Hawks with 5. So, the record might look a little bit worse at 3-2, but say they play 2 more games and win those, and you're at 5-2. So this team is definitely better than the record might show it. I mean, as they're announcing them, I'll tell you real quick the starters for Viera. You have number 2, Justin Weatherspoon. Number 3, Avery Keith. Number 5 is AJ Toney. Number 11, Amir Casson. Number 13, Nick Moody. And for the Scorps, number 5, Oliver Pasque. Number 13, Diego Fernandez. Number 21, Braden Bell. Number 23, Caden Tuttle. And number 30, Joe Costin. So two star-studded lineups for sure.
Yes, it is. You know, some names to keep an eye out for on the Hawks. Jaylen Moreland has been coming out of last season. He is a monster from behind the arc and has the ability, when he gets hot, Jaylen Moreland is one of the toughest three-point shooters to stop in Brevard County.
I mean, on that note of shooting, nothing to take away from Viera, but I got to go over to Satellite and mention Diego Fernandez. I mean, I watched, again, I'm going to keep referencing this game they played against West Shore because that's my straight reference, and Diego Fernandez was my player of the game. Not only is he an incredible shooter, but he can steal that ball. You try and go one-on-one with him, he is liable to take that ball right out of your hands.
All right, I'd also like to thank our sponsor for tonight, one of our many, but our main sponsor for the night, Best Private Investigations. Unfortunately, not everyone can live on the high road or the road of honesty. We hope you don't ever have to, but if you should need for a private investigator, give Best Private Investigations a call. Number on the bottom of your screen, 321-508-4492.
And now the tip-off has happened, and the Scorps will start with the ball. Taken up is number 13 for the Scorps, Diego Fernandez. He'll pass over to Caden Tuttle. Or that was Braden Bell. Now over to Tuttle. Back to Bell. Underneath, Joe Cost in the center. Backs it up, throws outside to Fernandez. Fernandez finds Bell. Bell back to Fernandez. Inside, that's Oliver Pasque. And he'll get 2 shots on the foul there. Almost a clean block, but just a little bit too much contact, and that'll give Pasque 2 shots.
There was a couple shots I would have liked to have seen Satellite taken there, but you know what? Getting to the line, if they can convert here.
Pasque starts with a make, so looking to start 2 for 2, and put the Scorps up an early possession. And Oliver Pasque will go 2 for 2 from the line. Pasque, I believe, is the Scorps' leading scorer so far this season. They have 2 really good shooters in Fernandez and Pasque, but now here come the Hawks on their first possession. Having it now is firing and making, that's Justin Weatherspoon. And a good start for both teams, and it's a tie game at 2. Viera starting with a press on the Scorps. And going down to Joe Cost in the big center. That ball popped out, and there'll be a foul off the great play by the Viera Hawks defense, putting the pressure immediately, then popping the ball out off I believe it was a Costin pass, and that one goes all the way back, and now the refs are discussing the call, and I believe they'll have it out of bounds on the Hawks, so it'll be Scorp ball on the sideline, and it'll be Oliver Pasque passing it in to Diego Fernandez. So Fernandez has it now top of the key. Over to Pasque. Underneath, that's Caden Tuttle. Back to Pasque. Pasque to Tuttle. Tuttle fakes underneath. Up top, Pasque. Outside to Fernandez from 3, and that's a good shot. And that'll land, and the Scorps lead 5-2. A beautiful shot from Diego Fernandez. Both teams having no problem shooting early. No shots left missed so far, and another one. A great shot. A good bit of a fadeaway there for Justin Weatherspoon. And it's 5-4. Scorps a lob across the court to Braden Bell, and underneath, Tuttle. Layup is good. Scorps lead 7-4.
And that's how you beat the press. Quick movements, quick passing. Don't let it sit in one man's hands too long.
The press by Viera has been solid so far. There's a 3 for the tie, and that one just off the front of the rim. I believe that shot was by Avery Keith. I might be mistaken, but solid shot, but just catches the rim and misses. And just that much, the Scorps have an opportunity to take a big lead early with a few more of these full possessions. Joe Costin trying to drive. That's a steal. Going the other way. Casson, layup, a great spin move, but the shot won't drop. I like the move underneath, but you got to finish there, and he doesn't. Amir Casson can't finish there. Good press again. The ball gets popped out, but Scorps will hold on to the ball. Fernandez passes it. Bell back to Fernandez. Fernandez will slow it down, let his team get some room, get set. Outside to Pasque. Pasque from 3. Just off the brick, and now they're going the other way. Viera, fast possession and in. Great layup there by Justin Weatherspoon. It's a 1-point game. 7 to 6.
That's what you're going to see a lot of out of this Viera Hawk team. They're going to rely on Justin Weatherspoon to be that big-time playmaker and be the spark for this Viera offense.
And Caden Tuttle's pass bounces out of bounds, I believe off the foot of a Viera Hawk. So it'll be Scorp ball under the hoop. And one. Caden Tuttle. That was a drawn-up play. Pass it to him and draw the foul, and that's what he did, and he got the and one. Great play underneath by Caden Tuttle.
One thing I liked about it is he didn't put the ball on the floor. He caught it and went straight up to the hoop. A lot of times you'll see high schoolers coming off rebounds or big passes, they try to put the ball on the floor. If you go straight up to the hoop, you have a much higher percentage chance of either collecting the foul and converting the and one like so.
And he sets up the three-point play, and now the Scorps lead by 4, 10 to 6. The Scorps lead here early on. So Weatherspoon trying to drive, do it all himself, and it won't work there. And the Scorps had a fast break setting up, but Pasque will slow it down. Let him get set, and that one goes right through the hands of Tuttle. That's why you want to slow it down. Your guys running fast, got that adrenaline, but when you slow it down, you kind of limit those easy mistakes. Tuttle with the miss there, and that'll go out. That one will go out off of Bell, and no, it won't. It'll go off of Viera Hawk, and it'll be Scorp ball again under the basket. Hopefully they can replicate that and one play, but nope, they'll go outside, pass away from 3, and it's good. And the Scorps lead by 7, 13 to 6. Just that quick. As I said, when the Scorps win, they like to win big, and that's how they do. This is how they do it. The Hawks might be a second half team because we have a 3. And it's off the rim. The Hawks might be a second half team, but you can't get behind too big to this Scorp team. That can be lethal. Diego Fernandez, what a layup in the lane, and he'll just rim out. And I believe we'll have a Viera Hawk timeout from head coach Logan Keith. This is 4th year of Viera. He has 187 career wins. He spent 11 seasons at Rockridge also.
You know, that's one of the things he's most known for is the great job at Rockridge that he did. And he made the switch over to Viera, again, 4 years ago. And he's done a really good job with this program. And Satellite up 13 to 6. 3 minutes and 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. I don't know why I said third.
So now coming out of the timeout, taking up the court for the Hawks will be Justin Weatherspoon. And he makes a quick cut, tries to find some room, finds a pass out of the outside, drives in for the shot. The mid-range doesn't drop. That shot by Toney. And now taken up. And they'll get Braden Bell with a palm, so it'll be Viera ball going the other way. And now subs coming in. One sub coming in for the Hawks. That's Dre Williams coming in for Amir Casson.
And number 5 checking in.
Oh, and number 5 checking, or AJ Toney. He's already in the game.
That's right.
Justin Weatherspoon has it now for the Hawks. Weatherspoon taking around the top of the key, makes a drive to the lane, puts one up, and that one won't drop. Rims out, Pasque. Over to Fernandez, back to Pasque. Pump fakes, back to Fernandez, back and forth, trying to find a shot. Good job of the Viera defense, not giving him a shot, and that'll be Scorp ball on the baseline. And we have 2 subs coming in for the Scorps. That'll be Brendan Goods and Jaylen Moody. Coming in for Joe Costin and Caden Tuttle. Fernandez gets off the pass, that's a 3, and over the hoop. Not the shot he wanted to see, and the Hawks will take it the other way.
This is Avery Keith, son of head coach Logan Keith.
And now having it out, Justin Weatherspoon. He's taking his time at the top of the key, trying to find a good setup, and he'll give it to Keith. Keith driving through the hoop, and that one's blocked, but I believe they'll get him for a foul. The block by Moody, but again, I believe they'll get Moody for the foul. That's Jaylen Moody. And going to the line again, son of head coach Logan Keith. That'll be Avery Keith at the line.
Now you got to figure he is a coach's kid, so you would expect him to you would expect the coach's kid, as stated last night, coach's kid to be pretty consistent at his threes or free throws.
But he starts 0 for 1. Let's see if he can net one, and he does. So Keith goes 1 for 2 from the line. Cuts the Scorps lead to 6, 13-7. Here with 2:25 to go in the first quarter. That's a heave down. Pasque. What a possession there by the Scorps. Beautiful passes, and that sets up a Pasque layup.
That ball movement is deadly for Satellite.
Trey Williams will take it up now for the Hawks. First time we've called his name tonight. Just got subbed in. That's a deeper three off the front of the rim, but underneath for the rebound, and that's blocked by Moody. And they'll get Moody again for the foul. I personally thought it was all ball, but he might have grazed his arm there. The player with the ball is Donovan Giles, and he'll be at the line. If you recognize that name, as we mentioned a lot, the multi-sport athletes from football season, the Viera Hawks football team. And that first free throw bounces out, so he starts 0 for 1. Both these teams have football players on this team. Donovan Giles and Johnny Eaton for the Hawks, and then you have Vady Clark for the Scorps. And he goes 0 for 2 from the line. Donovan Giles does, and that'll go out, but it off a Scorp, so it'll be Viera ball on the far sideline. They'll pass into Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon wants some help. Gets it over to Trey Williams. Williams back to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon pulls up from the free throw line and drills it, and it is a 6-point game, 15-9. Diego Fernandez has it now. Over to Bell. Back to Pasque. And Pasque gets stolen, and he'll try and kick it back to a teammate. But there's no one there, and the Hawks get a steal. Take it up the court now, Trey Williams. Over to Justin Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon on the drive. And they'll get Brendan Goods for a push. It'll be Hawks ball on the baseline. And having it now, it's Trey Williams outside. And that ball stolen by the Scorps D. They were looking for Giles inside, and that'll be it. They get him for a travel. Interesting call, calling the travel rather than the foul. I guess he might have moved before he got ran into, but I mean, they definitely have the refs. I'm not disputing it. It could have gone both ways. But Trey Williams taking up now for the Hawks, following the Scorps travel. Donovan Giles has it underneath. That's a good layup, and now the Scorps lead is cut to 4. The Hawks mounting a little run here, trying to make a comeback. Now trail 15-11 with 54 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Outside, Brendan Goods. Oh, what a move! But the shot won't drop. If you're going to make a move like that, that shot has to make. He made those Hawks defenders run into each other. Great move. Shot. Not the same. Weatherspoon underneath. Donovan Giles. Blocked by Moody. And they'll get him on a travel. That one. By the way, that was not a foul on Moody. That was a travel on Viera, so it'll be Scorp ball on the baseline. Banks will pass it into Fernandez, it looks like. With 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, Diego Fernandez will take it up for the Scorps. Braden Bell has it out. Over to Jaylen Moody. Moody pulls up. I believe that one might have been off the rim. Shot no good. Take it the other way. Keith hands it to Williams. Dre Williams has it. Uses Giles' pick. Back to A.J. Toney, a deep three. Oh, at the buzzer. No good. Now at the end of our first quarter, our score, Satellite Scorpions 15, Viera Hawks 11.
All right, just a quick word from our sponsors. We'll be right back with second quarter action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Hey everybody, it's me, Urban. OMG Hibachi Grill. Oh my goodness. You need to follow this truck. You need to run, crawl, and get an airplane, go by train. It don't matter how you follow us and how you get there. If you got an appetite and you ready to eat, OMG Hibachi Grill can't be beat. Oh my goodness. Follow us, Facebook, Instagram. See you there.
Hi, this is Michelle Rycroft with Beach Wave Volleyball Club, and you're watching Brevard Sports Network.
One.
And we are back here live from Viera High School. The score at the end of our first quarter between the Viera Hawks and Satellite Scorpions is Scorps 15, Hawks 11. So we get set for the second quarter to begin. Taking up for the Hawks right now, Dre Williams, number 1. Williams over to Keith. Now in the game for the Hawks, number 4, Johnny Eaton. You might recognize his name from the football team also. Diego Fernandez will take it up now for the Scorps off the missed shot by the Hawks outside. That's Brendan Goods. Goods over to Fernandez. Fernandez over to Banks. Braden Bell. I don't know where I got Banks from. Outside to Goods, back to Bell, over to Pasque, 3! Just off the rim, and stolen right there by Fernandez. I mentioned right before the game started how good he is with steals in those shots. That's where Fernandez is lethal. The steal shot, just like that, and that's how he does it. Scorps lead by 6.
And that's how you win. That's how you win basketball games. Getting your team second, third chance opportunities, whether off of steals or rebounds.
Keith from 3. Avery Keith cuts the lead down to 3. So, great play by Fernandez, but an even better play there by Keith to cut the lead to 3. One possession. Brendan Goods shot off the front of the rim, no good. Hawks going to take it the other way. Williams has it now for the Hawks. Williams looking for a passer underneath. Good swat by Pasque, but it'll travel out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. Subs coming in for the Hawks. Justin Weatherspoon coming back in along with Nick Moody, 2 starters that were subbed out and now back in the game for the Hawks. So now taking up the score, it'll be taking up the court will be Justin Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon using the pick. Outside, that's Eaton. Johnny Eaton. Inside. And that'll be a Scorp foul. It'll be Hawk ball on the baseline.
I believe they're going to get him called for the reach in there.
Coming in for the Scorps now, starter Caden Tuttle coming in for Jaylen Moody. Eaton will pass it in for the Hawks under the basket. Underneath, good pass to Moody, and that's good. 1 point game, 17-16. Underneath, that's Tuttle, who just came in the game for the Scorps, and that shot, good defense, no good. And now the Hawks have a chance to take the lead for the first time in the game. Take up the court, Weatherspoon, underneath for the layup, and the and one, and that's the Viera Hawks lead for the first time tonight, 18-17, and they got possibly one more waiting for them.
Weatherspoon, great concentration, focusing up on the shot, knowing he was going to pick up the foul. When you go to take a hard shot like that, you know you're going to pick up that foul. Great concentration to put that ball in the basket. Now he needs to convert this and one play.
Coming in for the Hawks is Antonio Rios, and coming in for the Scorps is Joe Costin. But here comes the and one shot by Weatherspoon, and it's good. 2 point lead for the Hawks, to 17. Oliver Pasque making it quick, and that's what will happen if you go too fast. A slight mistake there, but the Scorps get the ball back. Fernandez underneath Tuttle, back to Fernandez. Fernandez driving outside. Braden Bell from 3, and they'll get him for the foul on Weatherspoon, and he'll get 3 shots for that. So they have now the Scorps have a chance to take the lead right back if he can make all 3. Braden Bell now from the line for the Scorps. And Bell's first shot is good. Makes it a 1-point game coming in. Oh, there's 3 shots, so coming in after this shot for the Hawks will be A.J. Toney. And second shot is no good for Bell. Toney subs in now for Weatherspoon. So this shot is now to tie for Braden Bell. Shot was tied up at 19 with 5:26 to go in the first half. And he goes 2 for 3 from the line, and we have a tie game at 19. Again, with 5:20 now to go in the first half.
I'd like to thank our second half sponsor, Sun Shop. Call your local solar coach, Dan Hancock. Information at the bottom of the screen.
That pass stolen by the Scorps, taken up now Diego Fernandez. And we'll get him for a travel on the outside. Trying to make that move and just took one too many steps. So now Hawks will take it up. Dre Williams has it. They normally alternate between Williams and Weatherspoon to take it up the court. Rios has it now for the first time tonight. And Dre Williams. Williams over to Toney. Toney over to Dre Williams. Williams kicks it outside. 3 from Johnny Eaton. Off the rim. No good. And that'll be a Scorp rebound going the other way. Diego Fernandez has it inside. Caden Tuttle outside. Braden Bell. Tuttle passes underneath to Costin. What a save by Pasque. And what a play throwing it off of A.J. Toney. And it'll be Scorp ball into the hoop. Now coming in for the Hawks is starter Amir Casson. Over the top. Now off the pass is Diego Fernandez. Fernandez, he's got a lot of dangerous skills, and one of those is shooting 3. And he won't hit that time, but he will get his own rebound. And looks for the shot or pass. Either way, it's blocked. Out of bounds. Scorp ball into the hoop again. Coming in for the Hawks is Sergio Santiago. Coming in for Johnny Eaton. Looking for Costin underneath, trying to get maybe that and one play again, but this time that doesn't work at all. Going the other way. Casson from 3. Good! Antonio Rios, and the Hawks lead by 3, 22-19. Fernandez over to Pasque. Pasque back to Fernandez. Fernandez back to Pasque. Over to Bell. Bell to Fernandez. And that ball nearly stolen. Down to Tuttle. And Tuttle shot's good. Even through the block. And it's a 1-point lead for the Hawks. 22-21 with 3:25 to go in the first half. Casson with it now. Oh, that one knocked out of his hands right to a Viera Hawk. Good play on defense. And that one over the hoop. And now the Scorps will take it the other way. Diego Fernandez has it taken up the court. So Fernandez corner, Pasque 3, good! And the Scorps take the lead back now, 24-22. What a shot from the corner.
We're seeing some fireworks tonight from beyond the arc from both squads.
Yeah, the shooting tonight's been incredible. I mean, there's definitely been far more made shots than missed. Good shot there by Toney, no good. And the Scorps starting to gather some momentum here. Good run by Pasque. Across the court, Fernandez. Trying to cut inside, outside to Pasque. 3. It's good! Pasque, lethal tonight from beyond the arc. Scorps lead by 5, just like that.
Coming just over 2 minutes left to go here in the first half.
So now the Hawks take up the court. That's Amir Cason. And what a play by Pasque, and they say it's out on Pasque. Coming in for the Hawks is Donovan Giles and Avery Keith. So with 2 minutes to go in the first half, the Scorps lead the Hawks 27-22. Hawks giving the Scorps a run for a while, but now the Scorps looking to open that lead up from 5. Keith finds Giles underneath, back to Keith. The layup, not gonna hit. And a late foul call on Costin following the...
I like the idea there, that give and go. Inbound it, and the head fake allowed Keith to get around and at least get the shot attempt off.
Cason will pass it over. 3, it's good! 2-point game, a big man 3, Antonio Rios. And it's 27-25. Scorps lead by 2 with 1:50 to go in the first half. Fernandez over to Bell. Fernandez back at the top of the key. Fernandez outside, Pasque. Pasque looking for a shot, won't find one. Fernandez stepping up from the free throw line, no good. Tip back, no good. And Rios will take it. Hawks taking it the other way. A chance to tie with a 3 on this possession. Oh, Amir Cason almost got stolen by Diego Fernandez there. Got to be careful with that. Had a shot open there, doesn't take it. Santiago is good. Sergio Santiago, and it's a 1-point lead for the Scorps with 1 minute to go in the first half. Boy, do we have a game on our hands so far. 1 minute to go in the first half. Scorps lead 27-26. Diego Fernandez kicks it underneath. Joe Costin through the legs of Tuttle. Hawks have it going the other way. A chance to take the lead before half. Santiago, Hawks take the lead, 28-27. 1-point lead, but the Scorps wasting no time, taking it back down the court. Tuttle over to Fernandez. That ball on the court. Fernandez gets it, toss it, Costin stolen. And the Hawks shot it going the other way. 25 seconds to go in the first half. Hawks lead by 1, 28-27. Cason kicks it over. Santiago from 3. No good. Now the Scorps got a chance, 5 seconds to go. Trying to take the lead before half. Fernandez outside, Pasque from 3. It's good at the buzzer. And at halftime, the Scorps lead off of Oliver Pasque buzzer beater, 30-28. And 1.5 from Viera High School to start out again. Scorps lead 30-28.
That was definitely a great first half. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to mute the mics because that wonderful thing called copyright infringement. Facebook really likes to crack down on. So you'll see the cheerleaders perform, but you won't be able to hear the music because of we'd like to be able to broadcast the second half of action right here on the Brevard Sports Network.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk-On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
This is homeowner Harry. He's a family man, and today he's examining his utility bills. He's wondering why his utility costs, especially the cost of energy, is so high. He wishes there was an alternative that could cost him lower than his present bills. Luckily for him, there is. Here's Dan from Sun Shop at his door. Dan has come to explain to him how going solar can help him lower his utility cost and solve his worries. Homeowner Harry lets Dan in, and he explains to him how the sun will fuel his home when he goes solar. Dan also breaks everything down to him on how his bills would be lower, and he'll be helping the planet in his own little way at the same time. He was pleased with all what he has heard about going solar with Sun Shop. Thanks to Dan from Sun Shop, his home is now powered by solar, and now he's all smiles and happy. No worries for him, as he's now in control of his monthly utility bills. Contact Dan with Sun Shop below today to go solar too.
Hey everybody, it's me, Urban. OMG Hibachi Grill. Oh my goodness. You need to follow this truck. You need to run, crawl, get an airplane, go by train. It don't matter how you follow us and how you get there. If you got an appetite and you ready to eat, OMG Hibachi Grill can't be beat. Oh my goodness. Follow us, Facebook, Instagram. See you there.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
At Slow and Low Barbecue Bar and Grill, flavorful hickory smoke meets carefully seasoned beef, pork, chicken, and ribs, and the results are out of this world. For a night out or dinner with the family, every visit is memorable. Generous portions of your barbecue favorites and more, and dishes you won't find anywhere else. Virtually all made from scratch. There's live music 4 nights a week, indoor and outdoor seating, and a private banquet room for special events. Slow and Low Barbecue Bar and Grill. Good times, great food.
And we welcome you back to the broadcast here for the beginning of our second half from Viera High School. A fantastic game throughout the first half between the Hawks and the Scorps. The score, Scorps 30 and Hawks 28. The only reason the Scorps leading is because of Oliver Pasque and his buzzer beater 3 to end the half. Pasque has been dangerous from beyond the arc, but everywhere else Viera seems to be right there or slightly better than the Scorps. I mean, the Scorps, they're definitely better in some categories, but I mean, the Viera's going down there and scoring mostly every time. And I mean, both teams are playing extremely well. I mean, there's not a lot of mistakes being made. I mean, a little small things, a little fouls or whatever, but besides that, it's been a pretty clean game so far. And Scorps will start with the ball, and our second half is underway. Braden Bell now over to Diego Fernandez. Fernandez over to Bell. Bell underneath to Costin. Costin outside. Bell driving. Trying to find a shot. Costin stolen. Going the other way. Over to Weatherspoon. Good fake, and that's a good layup. Tie game 30-all. 7.5 to go in the second half. A good lob down to Braden Bell to start this possession for the Scorps. Pasque blocked, but foul called there on Nick Moody. And I would like to say, I mentioned on a few times the first half, number 4 being Johnny Eaton. His number was switched with Dylan Jordan. So every time I called number 4 in the first half, that was Dylan Jordan. And Johnny Eaton will be number 21. But that's for Viera. First shot for Pasque is good, so the Scorps take a 1-point lead. Pasque trying to go 2 for 2 and give him the 2-point lead. And Pasque goes 2 for 2 from the line. And 2-point lead for the Scorps. Cason will take it and pass it over to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon over back to Cason. Cason back to Weatherspoon. Over to Keith, and they'll get him for a travel. That'll be Scorp ball off the Hawk travel.
I'd like to thank our third quarter sponsor, Walk On Sports Bar and Bistro. You ever want to, on a Sunday, want to have a good place to watch football and eat some great food? I would heavily recommend Walk On Sports Bar and Bistro here in Viera.
So the Scorps have it now. Costin, pump fake pass, going up for the layup. No good. Tuttle, rebound, puts it back. Costin with the rebound, puts it back, and eventually that shot will drop, and the Scorps lead 34-30. The Scorps right now are doing the classic bend, don't break. We say that a lot, and basically what they've done so far in the second half, they'll take a small lead, then tie. They haven't let the Hawks, besides really 1 point in the game, they haven't really let the Hawks take a big lead. And underneath, Avery Keith passes, stolen by Pasque. Fernandez, deep lob, wide open, Braden Bell. Oh, what a pump fake, and stolen by the Hawks.
Refs letting them play here.
And no call there. Weatherspoon's layup's good. It's a 2-point game. I love the play by Bell on that pump fake, but the no call cost him a shot. Bell under Pasque, shot up, and no good. Fernandez put back. Flying putback doesn't drop. And now take it over the logo. That is holding on to it for the Hawks. That's Weatherspoon trying to find a pass outlet. Finds one in Toney, back to Weatherspoon. Scorps defense locking everybody up right now. Weatherspoon spending a lot of time looking for a pass. 3, no good off the rim. Fernandez can't get the ball for the Scorps. Now driving back in, Weatherspoon layup, it's good. Tie game, 34-all. And when the Hawks score, it sounds like an NBA arena in here. These fans are getting loud on both sides too. And the Scorps score, you'll hear it too. Passionate game, Pasque, 3, and he drills it. Scorps lead 37-34. Pasque has been lethal, and I mean absolutely killing the Hawks from beyond the arc. The Hawks will find Cason over to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon, Keith, pump fakes, doesn't shoot. Weatherspoon now pulls up. I believe that was a 2. Either way, it won't drop. And that'll be a jump ball.
The fans in the stands are wanting a foul call over the back. So, but the officials on the floor said we didn't see it.
So subbing in for the Hawks is Dre Williams and Donovan Giles. Scorps will pass in under the basket, going up top to Avery Keith outside. Dre Williams. Williams inside, Keith outside. Weatherspoon three! No good. And there will be the and one! Weatherspoon with the and one! Tie game, 1 point lead for the Scorps, chance to tie.
Weatherspoon is, I mean, what can I say that hasn't already been said? He is just that athletic spark that does everything he's asked to do and then some.
For the tie, Weatherspoon, it's good. We're knotted up at 37 with 4:27 to go. Sub coming in for the Scorps is Brendan Goods. He'll come in for Braden Bell. Goods will pass in to Fernandez. Yeah, and game tied at 37, but the Scorps have been doing this a lot. As I said, bending, not breaking. I guess the clock didn't stop on time, or start on time. As I was saying, the Scorps are doing this bending, not breaking. They'll take a lead, then it'll be a tie. So, but I mean, if the Hawks start taking a lead, they can beat the Scorps. This isn't a game that's out of their hand, or they're not outmatched, is what I'm trying to say. So, Scorps they've had control of this game for a while. Tuttle, mid-range jumper, that's good. Scorps lead by 2 with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. This game is flying by, but it's staying close. I mean, this one's going to be down to the wire. I'm calling it now. Weatherspoon outside, 3 from Keith, and it's good. Hawks take the lead, 40-39. Fernandez has it out for the Scorps. At the top, Fernandez. 3 for the lead. Tuttle just off the rim. Costin, the big man with the layup, trying to find his man. Stolen by the Hawks all the way. What a play. What a steal by Fernandez. Keith with the foul. And it'll be Scorps. Scorps get 2 shots. And that was a great possession. Diego Fernandez doing what he does. I mean, we've only seen it once before tonight that I can remember, but when he does it, it's lethal. Just that quick steal and then throwing it down, either taking the shot himself or setting up a great shot or a foul right there, and Tuttle will go to the line. So Tuttle for the tie. It's good. And we are tied at 40 with 3:24 to go in the third quarter. Coming in for the Scorps will be, lining up to be subbed in. It'll be Jaylen Moody. And Tuttle's second shot, no good, so we're tied at 40. And I believe they'll get a score push, and it'll be Viera ball into the basket. Costin coming out again for Moody.
Let's give a shout out to someone watching our stream, Coach Billy Palmer, who helped Brevard Sports Network out in our football coverage. We greatly appreciate it. I had a fun time with you, Coach Billy.
And that pass way over that of Dre Williams. It's Scorp ball on the sideline. And just as I mentioned, the Scorps right now are still just bending and not breaking. They'll take a lead and then bend and let the Hawks come back. But so far they haven't broke yet. And with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, there's Goods. That shot just misses. Tuttle with a second chance points. And that one will drop. Scorps take a 2-point lead, 42-40. And now the Hawks, Weatherspoon, back to Williams, over to Keith, up top to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon driving and keeps it in bounds, kicks it outside. Toney shot ties the game up at 42. Good shot by A.J. Toney. And yeah, we're tied at 42 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Fernandez, quick handles, shot put up. And they'll get Williams on a foul. And 2 shots for Fernandez. So Diego Fernandez will go to the line, try and give the Scorps the lead back. First shot, no good, off the brick. Coming in for the Hawks is Antonio Rios. Coming in for A.J. Toney. So Fernandez again trying to take the lead with this shot.
I'd like to thank everyone watching here on the Brevard Sports Network.
And his second, sorry to cut you off, his second shot is good by Fernandez. Scorps lead by 1. 43 to 42.
Like to just remind everyone, coming up tomorrow on the Brevard Sports Network, an audio-only broadcast of the 4A state championship game, Cocoa Tigers versus Cardinal Gibbons. We will not be able to broadcast a video here on Brevard Sports Network, but we will give you an audio-only cast. So here's what I would recommend. If you want to watch the game, Spectrum Sports channel, I believe 1147, or Spectrum Sports Online will be broadcasting the game in video. Have that up. Have the video up. Turn them down. Turn on the Brevard Sports Network, and Alan Slaughter-Zinski will bring you all the action.
So now the Scorps with possession. Down underneath, good, top of the key, 3, it's good! And the Scorps lead by 4, 46-42. It seems to be exactly 4 every time they get back up, and it's just as back and forth, but again, the Scorps haven't broken yet, I don't think. They came close at one point in the first half.
Viera's had 1 lead all game.
Yeah, I mean, that lead was a solid one. They got up to about 6, I believe, but either way, that ball will go out off the Scorps. It'll be Viera ball under the hoop. And there's definitely a lot of mixed opinions on who topped that one out, but the ultimate call is Viera ball under the hoop. Trey Williams, 3! Weatherspoon, no good. And Fernandez will take it down the other way for the Scorps. Diego Fernandez pulls up and off the mark. And now going the other way for the Hawks. Weatherspoon, fast break, setting up. And he'll slow it down. Controlling the dribble. Rios underneath, up top. Keith, 3! Oh, just rims out. On another 3, Trey Williams wide open. No! Few brutal misses there for the Hawks. Diego Fernandez layup is good. Scorps lead by 6 with 50 seconds to go in the third quarter, 48-42. Taking it across the stripe, that's Trey Williams. Williams again now has it. The top, Rios outside, Keith for 3. Just bounces out again. And they get the second chance layup there by Avery Keith, and the fans are not happy about that call, and they might have missed a little bit of that one. And there will be a foul on that 3-point shot by Pasque, so Pasque will go to the line for 3 shots.
It's getting to be a very physical game tonight, and the refs seem to be letting some stuff go.
So Pasque will line up for his 3 shots from the line here with 18 seconds to go. First shot is good. Scorps lead by 5. With this shot, if he makes it, they'll lead by 6, and they'll eclipse 50 points on the night. And that shot is good, so Scorps lead now 50-44. And now third shot coming up. Pasque trying to go 3 for 3 from the line. Pasque's third shot is good, so he goes 3 for 3 from the line. Scorps lead by 7 with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Weatherspoon and Williams going back and forth, taking it up. Outside, Keith, good pump fake, 3 at the buzzer, it's good! And at the end of the third quarter, we got a great one setting up. The Scorps lead the Hawks 51-47 at the end of the third quarter.
We will be back after words from our sponsor.
At Slow and Low Barbecue Bar and Grill, flavorful hickory smoke meets carefully seasoned beef, pork, chicken, and ribs, and the results are out of this world. For a night out or dinner with the family, every visit is memorable. Generous portions of your barbecue favorites and more, and dishes you won't find anywhere else. Virtually all made from scratch. There's live music 4 nights a week, indoor and outdoor seating, and a private banquet room for special events. Slow and Low Barbecue Bar and Grill. Good times, great food.
Hey, this is Devon Dudley, and you are watching Brevard Sports Network. Oh, my brother, testify.
And we are back now for about to begin the fourth quarter. And before we do, I'll announce our fourth quarter sponsor, Best Private Investigations. If you need, it's in the name, if you need a private investigator, if something goes wrong, they are the best private investigations. And we thank all of our sponsors tonight. And now we're getting set for a fourth quarter that I have no idea how this is going to go, because I've seen momentum swings both way like a pendulum. And the Scorps currently lead by 4, 51-47. The shooting beyond the arc tonight, both ways, has been incredible. And we have an official stoppage here. I think they're trying, I think it's supposed to be satellite ball because they started with it off the tip-off. I think that's what they're discussing right now, by the way, is who has possession. And they'll say Viera. I might always be mistaken. I just thought it was satellite first and fourth quarter. But anyway, the Hawks will take it up now. Dre Williams and Justin Weatherspoon. Oh, and that pass tipped. Fernandez, what a play to keep it in bounds. Scorps going the other way. Pasque, Tuttle, and he'll draw the foul. Tuttle will go to the line for 2 shots. I mean, when we talk about Diego Fernandez, he's got handles, he's got shots, he's got that stealing ability, and just a skill I don't know how to encompass, but just the ability, playmaking ability, I guess. But right there to keep that ball in bounds in the air and gets it to his teammate too. First shot by Tuttle, no good. He's got one more.
These free throws are crucial.
Very. And Tuttle goes 0 for 2 from the line. Oh, almost a steal there by Jaylen Moody with that press. Goods guarding Williams. Williams to the corner, and that pass is dropped. Toney can't handle the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Scorp ball. Fernandez will take it up the court. Over to Brennan Goods. Goods over to Fernandez. Pasque. Fernandez. Fernandez passes it off the hands of a few satellite players. They hold on to the ball. Fernandez tips it. Pasque, the top of the key. Pasque driving, pulling up. And the foul is called off, and it'll be Hawks ball. Under the hoop, coming in, subbing in for the Hawks is Avery Keith. And with 6:57 to go in the game, Scorps still lead by the same score that this quarter started with, 51-47.
Defenses are really tightening up here to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have to. The way the shooting's been tonight, if you leave a shot open, it's liable to drop, and that one won't. Close, though, by Avery Keith in the corner. Diego Fernandez trying to make a run for the Scorps. Over to Brennan Goods. Top. Tuttle had a shot, but Fernandez will take it and just rims out from the three-point range. Going the other way. Double team. And it'll be a Viera Hawks timeout, taken with 6:28 to go.
So what some of the fans are saying is they're saying he's going over and back. However, his secondary foot never touches the front side of the line. So because it never touches the both feet don't go over the line. So
they don't cross half court.
Yes. So what I was trying to say, my brain was not allowing me to I knew what I was trying to say, and I'm glad you knew what I was trying to say and could explain it much better than I could.
Real quick before we come back to action, I'd like to mention a stat. The Hawks have won 2 straight against the Scorps. The Scorps' last win against the Hawks came back in November of 2018. So Hawks riding a 2-game winning streak against the Scorps with a 9-4 overall record against Satellite. Therefore, Satellite with a 4-9 record. So coming out of the timeout, it'll be Hawk ball at midcourt. 6:28 to go in the game. Scorps lead by 4. Avery Keith back to Dre Williams. Williams over to Weatherspoon. Weatherspoon back to Keith. Keith inside. Rios. And 3 from Keith. That one will drop from the corner. 1-point game. Scorps lead 51-50. Diego Fernandez. Across to Goods. Back to Fernandez. Fernandez over to Goods. Underneath Moody. Moody. Pass blocked by Keith out of bounds. Score ball under the hoop. Goods outside to Moody. Moody across the court to Fernandez. Fernandez double teamed underneath. Moody puts one up, and that one's going to go the other way. Viera, fast break. Weatherspoon, spin move. Shot blocked. And it'll be Scorp ball. They stop the fast break, and it's going the other way. Diego Fernandez over to Brendan Goods, pump fake. No shot there. Pasque from the free throw line, pull up, short, and it'll go the other way. Back and forth right now. It's all defense. Now Weatherspoon for the Hawks. Corner, Keith, that's where they like him in that corner. Over to Dre Williams. Williams drives, floater, no good. Back to Keith, 3! It's good, and the Hawks take a 53-51 lead with 5 minutes to go.
Only their second lead of the game.
Moody has it now. Across the court to Goods. And that one swatted out of bounds by Keith. Now being subbed in for the Scorps, that's Braden Bell. And we have a Scorp timeout taken by Coach Paul Kratura with 4:46 to go in the game. The Hawks lead the Scorps 53-51.
What an explosive fourth quarter it's been so far. And again, folks, you don't want to go anywhere. 4:46 left. This one's going to go down to the final shot.
I mean, the Hawks are playing it right. Technically, you don't need to lead until the fourth quarter. You cannot lead till the final second. But all you got to do is lead late and win the game. And that's what they're doing right now.
And look, what a big win this would be for the Hawks if they could hand Satellite their first loss of the season. That's a big momentum booster going into the Christmas break when you have those big tournaments coming up.
Yeah, I mentioned before the game, the Hawks are 3-2. They played 2 less games for the Scorps, so that record is a lot better than it may look, just due to the amount of games they played. Diego Fernandez taking up for the Scorps. He hasn't come out of the game once, I don't believe. He's had a full night, and a good one at that. Pasque has it now. Quick press by the Hawks. Fernandez underneath. Up top, Bell underneath. Tuttle looking for a shot. That one won't drop. Pasque outside. Braden Bell will slow it down. Driving. Bell looking for a foul, and he'll get a travel instead. Viera ball under the hoop. It's now taken up for the Hawks. Dre Williams, and he's got Oliver Pasque waiting for him on defense. Screen provided by Rios. Good drive by Williams.
They're going to say he was fouled in the act of shooting. And Williams will head to the line to shoot 2.
Trey Williams, again, who will line up to shoot 2 shots. Trying to extend their lead to 4. Now they got a 3-point lead, 54-51. What a game on our hands. Hawks lead by 3, trying to extend it to a 2-possession lead. And it is Hawks lead by 4, 55-51 with only 4 minutes to go. Scorps got to relax here. They're not out of this game, but they can make themselves out of the game if they rush it. Pasque, pump fakes, finds Bell. Bell from 3, no. Good putback though by Moody, and it's a 2-point game, 55-51. And we got a satellite timeout coming with 3:42 to go in the game. Hawks lead 55-53.
Again, I'd like to thank our fourth quarter sponsor, Best Private Investigations. Give them a call if you should need a private investigator for a free consultation, 321-508-4492.
I got to mention real quick for the Scorps, in case you didn't know, Oliver Pasque for them. He reached 1,000 career points Monday night, so congrats. But it's the Hawks' turn right now. They got the ball here with 3.5 minutes to go in the game. Good press by the Scorps. Williams slips, gets back up. And the Hawks, it'll be their turn to take a timeout with 3:31 to go in the game. They they lead 55-53.
That was a smart timeout by Logan Keith. He saw his player was about to get himself into some trouble, so what do? You call a timeout, save him, and essentially refresh the team on the inbound.
Yeah, I noticed that. I realized, I was like, yeah, that's a timely timeout call due to the circumstance. I mean, he got back up and possibly had a shot to take, but it's just the reflex. When he sees him fall, you want that timeout, because when it's this close with this late to go, any little mistake like that, then that can be kind of shortcutted. You're going to do it.
3.5 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter.
And Hawks will take it in. Looking for a passing outlet. The Scorps are locking him up, and it'll take too long, and it'll be Scorp ball. That's exactly what the Scorps need to do. Little things like that, like locking them up on those pass-ins to make them take just too much time. Good play there. Braden Bell will pass in to Diego Fernandez. Scorps got a chance with a 3 to take the lead, a 2 to tie. Pass way over to Moody. Moody for the tie. No good. Put back Tuttle. And he'll draw the foul, almost the end one. And if he makes them both, we got a tie game. Makes one, cuts it to 1. And these are some of the most crucial foul shots he'll take. Definitely tonight and so far this season. Tuttle went 0 for 2 earlier on in the fourth quarter, and they'll miss the first. These foul misses, they're just something that's gonna have to come around. Tuttle trying to go 1 for 2 at least. And Tuttle will. So the Hawks lead cut to 1. Weatherspoon. Take it up slow. Got Fernandez on him, a very dangerous defender. All the way for Weatherspoon. Layup drop. 3-point game with now under 3 minutes to go. Fernandez.
Weatherspoon said, "What team?"
He saw the lane, he got around Fernandez, and there was nothing to worry about. Tuttle, give and go to Fernandez. Fernandez, back to Pasque for the tie. And it's no good. Hawks have a chance to extend their lead to 2 possessions here with 2.5 minutes to go. Good spin by Weatherspoon again. And it'll be Scorp ball.
That'll be a charge called on Weatherspoon.
Good job in the lane. Might have been Braden Bell. I didn't see who he charges on, but good job holding their feet, not getting a block. So Bell will take it up the court. Scorp still only trail by 1 possession. 3-point game with 2:15 to go from Viera. Bell over to Pasque. Pasque driving, tipped out.
And it'll stay Scorp ball.
It'll stay Scorp ball, so tipped out by a Viera Hawk. So the Scorps will take it out from the baseline. Good fake. Fernandez doesn't take the shot. He'll drive it for layup. It's blocked. And it'll go the other way. Fast break. And they'll have to slow it down. Scorps on the floor. And it's a jump ball.
I can't see where the possession arrow is pointing.
And it's Scorp basketball. With 1:55 to go, they still trail by 3. They got to focus on avoiding that defense and scoring points because they've stayed at this 3-point deficit for, it's only a minute. It hasn't been a dreadfully long time, but you want to start chipping down on that and not be forced to shoot from beyond the arc to tie. Bell over to Pasque, pump fakes, step back, over to Fernandez. Tries for the pass, it's tipped. Outside, Tuttle to Pasque. Pasque driving. Outside, Fernandez for the tie. No! Pasque stolen by Weatherspoon. Keeps it in bounds. Passes to Pasque. Fernandez stolen by Keith. The Hawks have it now with 1:18 to go. Leading by 3. Timeout Hawks with 1:14 to go. Hawks lead the scores 57-54. What a game!
1:14 left here in the quarter. Scorps down by 3.
Wow. I'm still trying to catch up from 2 possessions ago. Such a fast-moving fourth quarter.
Nice.
The one thing the Scorps got to do, their defense is playing well. They just got to put together some points right now. They're just getting stuck down 3. And I said they're bending, not breaking. Now it's the Hawks' turn to bend and not break. And they got 1:14. And if they can hold on, they can get a big win over the undefeated Scorpions.
This is what high school sports is about. These pressure cooker situations. Pressure, when it comes to your main event players, this is where you find out, do they crumble under pressure or do they become diamonds?
Man, I'm going through all the emotions, not on one side, just in the entire game, just shock, excitement, I feel like a fan. So, the Hawks with the ball, A.J. Toney. Now with about 1 minute to go. Toney outside, Keith. Pass almost stolen, they'll hold on to it underneath. Donovan Giles, and 1! And if he makes the and 1 shot, they'll be up 6 with exactly 1 minute to go.
Donovan Giles coming in. He hasn't had the big impact all game, but guess what? That right there, if he can make this, will be the ultimate clutch right here.
And the and 1 free throw, no good. Scorps ball, out on Pasque, Viera ball, under the hoop with 58.8 to go. And if they can sink a shot here, this one might be over.
Look.
If they sink any shot right now, it'll be a 3-possession game with only 58 seconds. Trey Williams looking for an outlet. Underneath again, Giles blocked. I believe they'll get the Scorps for a foul.
Yep.
And that'll be, they'll get a pass from under the hoop. Timeout Scorps with 55 seconds to go. Hawks lead 59-54. As I mentioned, they didn't need to lead early. They only need to lead right now.
I said it to start this game. The Viera Hawks are typically a second half team, and you start to see that. You start to see them click around Christmas, that Christmas tournament, and then that second half of the season, they just seem to go on a tear. And right now, that's what you're seeing. The Hawks seem to be clicking right now. They're pulling it together.
That 3-2 record just doesn't reflect who they are. They are I would say, powerhouse in Brevard County in basketball. I mean, they're one of the best, and that record might not show it, or it definitely doesn't. I mean, the Scorps are shown with the undefeated record, but the Hawks, I mean, with a 3-2 record, might not see as a threat, but you definitely should, especially after tonight's performance. Dre Williams will pass it in for the Hawks. Scorps D, if they can lock them up. They've done it before, trying to make them take too much time. Gets the pass off. Giles, back to Weatherspoon. They're going to waste time, and the Scorps will have to foul. And that's exactly what you want to see if you're Viera. Those fouls start to happen with 51 seconds to go, but they're not in bonus yet, I don't believe.
The one side of the scoreboard is out, so I can't see.
Oh, yeah. But, no, it'll be a pass in for the Hawks. Dangerous pass a little bit, and another foul from the Scorps. That was a dangerous pass, throwing it back on their own side of the court, in their back court. And I believe now they'll be in bonus, so that'll be 2 shots, or 1 and 1 for the Hawks. A.J. Toney with a crucial foul shot here, and it'll go, so he'll get another one with a chance to put the Hawks up 7 with 50 seconds to go. 5-0, 50 seconds. And he goes 2 for 2. Hawks lead by 7. And the Scorps got to go fast. They can't shoot from 3, so if they hit a 3 here, it'll be back down to 4. And there's the 3, Pasque, just misses. The tip back goes to the Hawks. And there's the foul. And they'll go to the line. And all Viera's got to do is just make these shots now, and they've got this one in the bag with only 35 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, baby. So here we go from the line. A.J. Toney, first shot is good, so we'll get another one. They lead by 8. And 9-point lead for the Hawks, 35 seconds. Scorps got to go fast. Fernandez driving all the way. Finds Bell, just puts one up. That's a pass, Tuttle underneath, layup.
And the foul called.
And one opportunity here. They can cut it to a 6-point game. It's not entirely over. The Scorps got to do every little thing right. And that starts with Tuttle making his free throws. Sub coming in for the Hawks, that's Nick Moody. If they make the shots, a 6-point game, which is a 2-possession game. Need this free throw from Tuttle. Shot up, no good. And the Hawks will get the rebound. Weatherspoon. It'll be fouled by Fernandez. 21 seconds to go. Hawks lead by 7, 63-56. Now coming back in for the Hawks is A.J. Toney, just subbed out for that play, for those shots. As I've been saying, these free throws, if they don't make these, Scorps are still in it. They still might be in it if he makes both, but with the 1-for-1s, you got to make the first one first and foremost, and he won't. And here go the Scorps. Under 20 seconds, they got to run. Fernandez off the pick, driving, layup blocked by Keith. Blocked by Avery Keith. And with 10 seconds, that might just do it. What a play by Avery Keith. That layup would have caught it to 2 possessions, and a quick steal could have kept the Scorps in the game, but that should just do it. With 10.3 seconds, Hawks lead by 7. Going to the line this time that'll be Dre Williams at the line, or I believe on the line. Yeah, Dre Williams. First shot. No good. They're in double bonus, so they get 2 shots regardless. Scorps with 10 fouls. So, yeah, they're in double bonus. The Hawks are. So, first shot, no good. Second shot for Williams. Hits. Hawks lead by 8. 64-56. Fernandez puts one up. It's good. 6-point game. 3 seconds. Undefeated, no more. The Viera Hawks knock out the undefeated Satellite Scorpions 64-58. And the student section will storm the court. Hawks win 64-58. What a game. Your thoughts?
Look, phenomenal game from start to finish. Look, Satellite tonight, they needed to hit some free throws when they had the opportunity to go to the line. That's the biggest difference in the game. If they make a couple more of the free throws, I think they're more in it here in the fourth quarter. And you know what? Shout out to the Viera Hawks. The Viera Hawks come in and picking up a big, much-needed win heading into Christmas break and those holiday tournaments.
And I always like to name a player of the game. I'm a little bit split between 2 players, I got to admit, for the Hawks.
You know, but you see, they'll have to tune in to the Brevard Sports Network to find out who is our player of the game. So, for Jackson ROBB, I'm Countdown Caleb Brown. Thank you for watching the presentation of boys varsity basketball right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Again, thank you to Maggie Davis, the athletic director, head coach Logan Keith. Your final score, the Viera Hawks 64, the Satellite Scorpions 58. Have a good night, everyone, and always remember, make it a sports night.